percentage, originally drafted by the Colorado Avalanche and spent the last. Wyman was 0-2 with a 4.69 goals against average and an 81.6% save percentage. Claude Noel is in his first season as the head coach of the Moose, taking over the reins for Scott Arniel, who ended up taking over the reins in Columbus in the National Hockey League of the Blue Jackets, who are off to a fine start under the Scott Arniel reign. The San Antonio Rampage are 19-7-1 with 39 points. They're first in the West Division. One is a member of the Texas Stars, including a 24-save shutout and a 4-0 Stars win at home over the Moose back on November the 6th. Ray Edwards in his first full season behind the San Antonio bench, joined by Jeff Truitt and Brian Pellerin. Athletic trainer is Mike Ermitsinger. The equipment manager is John Krause. Coach Edwards now 49-30, 4-6 in his 89 total games behind the San Antonio bench, and his team, since taking over for Greg Ireland back on November 24th of last season, has outscored the opposition 280 to 256. The referee for tonight's game is Jean Hebert. Working the lines with him is assigned by the American Hockey Leaguers Jean Menard and Chris Petrin. San Antonio will travel left to right across your radio dial here in the, rather right to left across your radio dial in the opening period. There was Peter Pruka is digging it free and deflecting it down as Goncharov, and a big hit thrown by David Brine. There was Peter Pruka is digging it free and deflecting it down as Goncharov, and a big hit thrown by David Brine. The only time in that sequence in which they scored first was Wednesday night in Chicago. The only time in that sequence in which they scored first was Wednesday night in Chicago. Play it left side to the neutral zone. Ortmeyer sending it ahead. Peter MacArthur. Play it left side to the neutral zone. Ortmeyer sending it ahead. Peter MacArthur back to the left wing corner. Goncharov goes after it and knocked down towards as Tommy Maxwell gets shouldered down by Jed Ortmeyer. Even a little war of words there. It's not Tommy Maxwell, it's Josh Aspenlund, and they're going to drop the gloves. Aspenlund and Nielsen will fight here, as Nielsen's got the upper hand in experience over Aspenlund, and he's certainly showing it. If he lands the right, that knocks Aspenlund down to the ice. Fifth fight of the season for Eric Nielsen, and he connects with a knockout blow to Josh. One, short-handed, Perreault up the right wing with Weller. Perreault makes a move, shoots, glove save, Climby. Didn't catch it, but he knocked it away.
Second period here.
So Manitoba leads 2-0 on Sweat's goal. Meanwhile, fully operated and proud supporters of your Rampage. Onalov with a big hit on Oreskovich. Now chip it up ahead through center, and Weller will send Shirokov into the right wing. Ebbett, right wing circle, shot and a save by Wyman with the stack pads. Loose rebound behind the net. Ebbett has it back, right corner. Sends it to the line. Stafford, long shot, he scores! Loose rebound behind the net. Ebbett has it back, right corner. Sends it to the line. Stafford, long shot, he scores! Ebbett 2-1 as San Antonio's back to within a. San Antonio turns it over as he gave it up here. Down the high slot, Volpatti turning and firing, and it bounces in on Climby, and he's able to smother it with a. And he got it loose and free up the left wall. Alex Picard will send it across the ice and through center. Here's Goncharov. Slows as he gets to the right point. Now winds and fires and scores! Maxime Goncharov puts a bullet past Tyler Wyman. Will send it across the ice and through center. Here's Goncharov. Slows as he gets to the right point. Now winds and fires and scores! Maxime Goncharov. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. This game is even at 3 goals apiece. And with that goal, Alex Picard extends his scoring streak to 6 games. Shoveling it around the net, Picard from a sharp angle, trying to play back out in front. Broken up there as it's loose behind the cage. Overskating is Baumgartner. Picard picks it up, shoots and scores! Alex Picard. Shoveling it around the net, Picard from a sharp angle, trying to play back out in front. Broken up there as it's loose behind the cage. Overskating is Baumgartner. Picard picks it up, shoots and scores! Alex Picard goes down that time. Turnover down in front of the net, lifts it over the shoulder of Wyman, and we're tied at 3. On 2 go the Moose. Oreskovich off the drop pass, shoots, comes free to Climby, makes the save. On the rebound, Bill Sweat behind the net. Playing back to Oreskovich, shot, save, rebound, tapped wide in front. Rosa was there. Oreskovich behind the net, angling to his left, shooting it off Climby's stick, and free goes Botker. 2-on-1 with McLean. They've been out for a while. McLean is in. McLean to Butker. He scores! Eskovich behind the net, angling to his left, shooting it off Klimey's stick, and free goes Butker. 2-on-1 with McLean. They've been out for a while. McLean is in. McLean to Butker. He scores! Boy, you give credit to that unit right there. They were out there for a long time. McLean and Butker made the 2-on-1 move up the ice. McLean gets to the puck at center, right through the middle. Perreault on his forehand, shoots, save, Klimey. Backpedaling into the net, stopped it with his glove as it trickled wide. And after 2 rounds, the Ramp breaks in through center. Stafford in, backhander, forehander, he scores! Performance from Matt Klimey as he stopped.